You know, when we look at what MS is, as people that have MS, and a lot of you sitting here do, we have to go back to the day that we were diagnosed and what we thought. And I'm no different than anybody else. I know people look at me and think, wow, you know, this guy, how does he have MS? And, you know, that I must be healthy. But I have the same symptoms as everybody else that has MS. And when I was diagnosed, I had the same emotions that everybody else that has MS had when they were diagnosed. And it was not an easy road and not a great battle to think about what I was going to face for the rest of my life. I was diagnosed in 2006, a healthy athlete, former competitive bodybuilder, boxer, martial artist, never really sick in my life, no diseases, no major injuries other than typical broken bones and getting hit in the head as a fighter. So when I got diagnosed in 2006, it was a real shock to me. And they weren't sure what I had first, but it was so severe that I ended up in the hospital for 5 days. And on the 6th day, when they released me and they gave me that final diagnosis, they said, there's the door, you will be in a wheelchair very shortly. And I went on the internet and I started looking, what do you do with MS? And I'm thinking to myself as I'm reading this, oh my gosh, you know, my life's over. And then I looked for remedies and I looked for ways of combating the disease. And I found medication upon medication. And I found really weird diets that I would never follow in a million years. And all of this stuff led me down the path that I'm sure everybody here that's had MS went down, and that's being depressed. Looked in the mirror at about a year later, and I said, you know, I'm a fighter, and I'm gonna fight this disease. But I gotta do it my way. I'm not gonna do it the way the doctors say. I'm not gonna take all this medication that they're telling me. I'm not gonna go on some weird diet that supposedly is gonna do something miraculously in my body. And by the way, most of those stories are made up to sell something, so I don't buy it. But I knew that I was a bodybuilder, and I knew that I was an athlete. And I knew that my place to get healed and to get better was in the gym, but I didn't know how. Literally within a couple of months, I had this brilliant idea. I was going to be a bodybuilder that actually competed in a bodybuilding contest at 50 years old with multiple sclerosis. And I wasn't going to do it in some little contest. I was going to go to the top NPC contest that's a qualifier to become a professional. And I competed against guys 30 years old on stage that outweighed me by like 30 pounds. But I did it, and I got on that stage, and my wife Kendra was there, and I couldn't see because I'm on stage and it's black. But all these people in the audience were giving me a standing ovation. Not because I was the biggest guy or had the best physique, but because I was able to overcome something that other people don't. And I was able to inspire and encourage people to overcome their obstacles. And my wife Kendra, who's got the biggest heart of anybody I've ever known, came to me and said, you know, Dave, the MS Bodybuilding Challenge is great for you, and you did something amazing, but now all these people are asking you, what do I do? So let's help those people. And that's when Kendra formed the MS Fitness Challenge. Everybody gives me the credit for it, but Kendra was the one that formed the MS Fitness Challenge. I'm just the participant, and I'm eager to do this. And I'm still competing in the MS Bodybuilding Challenge. I'm going to do it, I think, one more time at the age of 55. But the MS Fitness Challenge is about you people. It's about helping people with MS to get into the gym, to live a lifestyle of health and fitness, not to be a competitive bodybuilder. What I'm doing, I do not recommend to people with MS because I push myself a little too hard. So when Brad and I sat down to figure this out, we said the most important thing is to provide trainers, qualified trainers that could help you guys get in the gym and understand what your limits are, work within those limits, push you a little bit so that you get the results, but help you to live this lifestyle. And the lifestyle of fitness and nutrition and health could only do one thing for people with MS, and that's help you fight this disease. And that's what we're here doing. But people keep forgetting about multiple sclerosis because it's a devastating disease. So I'm trying with my team to put the awareness out there everywhere we can so people understand what MS does to your body and how important it is to exercise, to eat healthy, and to do the things in life that support a good body and not let the body deteriorate, and don't let the disease beat the disease.